Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brisk fall evening here at Joe Bean Stadium. I'm Rusty Lindsay, getting set to bring you a CCIW contest. The Wheaton Thunder, unbeaten in their last 26 conference matches. That's the second longest streak both in program and CCIW history, and they'll be hosting the Millikin University Big Blue this evening. Wheaton coming in 13-1-1 overall, a record of 5-0 in the conference. Haven't taken a loss since that September 18th game at WashU. Millikin, on the other hand, 3-7-2, 1-3 in the CCIW, fighting for that sixth and final spot in the upcoming CCIW tournament. They come in 3-7-2 overall and 1-3 in the CCIW. They are coming off back-to-back 1-0 losses at Elmhurst and at Augustana. Captains meeting down at the center of the field for the Thunder. They come off a 1-0 victory at North Central on Saturday over at Benedetti Worley Stadium in Naperville. Jensen Ellis scoring in the 8th minute, and the only goal as the Thunder outshot North Central 23-4. Wheaton out shooting its opponents pretty handily this year, averaging over 20 shots per game, surrendering a little over 10. However, it has been converting those shots into scoring finishes. That has really been the Achilles heel so far for the Thunder, and that's something they will look to improve tonight against the Millikin team that's averaging over a goal and a half per game. Wheaton coming in, outscoring its opponents 32-7. Millikin, in the meantime, being outscored 15-20 on the year. As we're getting set, Wheaton in their home whites, the blue numbers, the familiar look for the Thunder home kits, the blue bottoms with the white stripe and the white socks. Millikin comes in their road blues, white lettering and numbers across the chest, white numbers on the back, and the blue shorts with the blue leggings as well. As we get set for action here tonight, we will send things downstairs. Public address announcer Brett Marhanke getting set to bring us tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening and welcome to Wheaton College for tonight's CCIW women's soccer matchup featuring the Millikin University Big Blue and the 7th ranked Thunder of Wheaton College. At this time, we'd like to introduce the starting lineups for both teams. First, for Millikin. In goal for the Big Blue, wearing 00, Jennifer Miller. Number 2 for Millikin is Emily Ratchford. Number 9, Abby King. Wearing number 11, Lucy Koger. Number 12 is Sydney Rudney. 13 is Faith Fitzsimmons. Number 15, Maddie Wood. Number 16 for the Big Blue, Sarah Weller. Number 20 is Madison Urata. Number 25, Montana Melman. And number 31, Amanda Noser. The head coach for Millikin is Ian Doherty. Another starting lineup for your Wheaton College Thunder. In goal for Wheaton, a sophomore from Tulsa, Oklahoma, 0, Lauren Ketchum. Ring number 3, a junior from Moreland, Ohio, Carney Blake. Number 4, a junior from Stowe, Ohio, Sarah Tomich. A senior from Laguna Hills, California, number 6, Sarah Jankarella. A senior for the Thunder from Honolulu, Hawaii, number 7, Sammy Nishiyama. Number 10, a freshman from Franklin, Tennessee, Molly Thorne. Ring number 13, a junior from Geneva, Illinois, Izzy McNally. Ring number 14 for Wheaton, a senior from Santa Barbara, California, Bailey Wolf. Number 16, a sophomore from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Sarah Baki. A freshman from Wheaton, Illinois, number 18, Sophia Lindquist. And a sophomore from Parker, Colorado, number 20, Jensen Ellis. Wheaton is coached by Pete Felsky. He's assisted by Cesar Gomez and Sarah Gadara. We ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
So we will recap our starters. First is visiting Big Blue in goal, number 00, the junior from St. Louis, Missouri, Jennifer Miller. Miller on the season, giving up a goal and just over a goal and a half a game, made 48 saves. Looking for her first win of the year. All three Milliken Big Blue victories have come with Hope Lamogus in goal. Meanwhile, for Wheaton, their goalie will be the familiar Lauren Ketchum. Ketchum with 4 shutouts on the year, 13-1 overall. For the Big Blue, in front of Miller, it'll be Emily Ratchford, Abby King, Lucy Koger, Sydney Rudney, Faith Fitzsimmons, Maddie Wood, Sarah Weller, Madison Orada, Montana Malman, and Amanda Noser. And that is the lineup for Ian Doherty's Big Blue squad. For the Thunder, in front of Ketchum, Carney Blake, Sarah Tomich, Sarah Gincarella, Sammy Nishiyama, Molly Thorne, Izzy McNally, Bailey Wolf, Sarah Baki, Sophia Lindquist, and Jensen Ellis. Gincarella and Nishiyama getting a rare start tonight. As again, Pete Felske's group has been in and off the injured list, so Wheaton will be, again, coming off that 1-0 victory over North Central. Have not surrendered a goal since the 3-2 victory at Hope on the 1st of October.
Timothy Financial Council is proud to support Wheaton College Athletics.
So they have scored
financial planners who are
the last 8 goals that they have in matches that they have played.
Interested in learning more about how hourly financial planning can help you? Check out our website at timothyfinancial.com.
And we're working on a scoreless streak of around 390 minutes as we start play tonight. Milliken will go left to right, starting with possession here in the first half. Wheaton again, the hosts, 13-1-1, up to 7th in this week's United Soccer Coaches Top 25. Thunder have peaked as high as 5th this year. As we are underway here at Joe Bean Stadium, I'm Rusty Lindsay. Thanks for joining us tonight here on WTSN. A quick takeaway for Jensen Ellis, coming right into the attacking third and playing to the outside. Wheaton dominated the possession on Saturday night, out shooting the Cardinals 23-4. Spent a lot of time in the attacking half of the field, but only the 8th-minute goal by Ellis on the scoreboard. As Ellis, a nice inside out, gets it to the wing for Gincarella. She will work against Abby King, plays into the box, headed away, but right to Carney Blake. Blake possesses, spins, and drops back to Bailey Wolf. Wheaton will be patient in the attack, as they have all season. Nishiyama, Tomich, and McNally on the back line. Bailey Wolf will play a defensive mid-role tonight for the Thunder. You also see Carney Blake working backwards out of the midfield quite a bit, but really only the 3 defenders. Molly Thorne will play up top alongside Sophia Lindquist. And then you'll see Ellis play almost the attacking midfielder role. Here's Gincarella down the wing. Speed to burn, but she will slow up against King. And now plays back to Ellis. Ellis now working against Ratchford, plays into the box, looking for Baki, and it's just a step too far, even though McNally working forward from the defender role. Going to try another play into the box, but that'll be off the body of the defender, and that'll be out for a Thunder corner. First corner of the match comes 2.5 minutes into action here tonight, and it'll be taken by Sarah Baki. Ellis shows short, and she will play short. Defender rushing on. Jensen Ellis looking for the left foot. Well defended there by the Big Blues' Lucy Koger, but Ellis right back on the ball. Working to the inline. Right foot into the middle, and that'll be another corner kick opportunity for the Thunder.
Wheaton corner kick.
So 2 quick ones here in about a 20-second span, and Baki will back off this one and play it long into the box. Wheaton with 6 now running in with McNally, looking for McNally and headed away at the last minute. Wolf trying to regain. It's back to Baki. Baki into the middle. And we will try this again. 3rd time here on this time down the field for the Thunder.
Thunder corner kick.
Temperatures in the low 50s as we start play tonight here at Joe Bean Stadium. Beautiful fall evening. Had rain in the forecast earlier today, but it'll stay away. Should be a dry evening as this one cleared away by the Big Blue. Wheaton regaining possession on the far side, stepping over and trying to get to the inline as Baki plays in, finds Thorne. However, Thorne can't keep it moving forward, and it'll be out across the inline for a Big Blue goal kick. Ian Doherty in his 2nd season as the head coach here at Milliken University. He comes to the Big Blue from Wesleyan College in Georgia, where he led Wesleyan to their first USA Conference South, the first berth in the USA South tournament in program history. He leaves with the second best record in program history, coming over to take over the Big Blue. And this will be out for a deep offensive throw-in for the Thunder. The Big Blue in his first season, 6-11, 3-5 in the conference, almost already equaling their season goal total from last year. The Big Blue entering with 15 on the year. They had 16 all of last year, so an improved attack so far this season for the Big Blue, even though the wins and losses haven't corresponded. This has been a Big Blue team that has been able to put goals on the board, and it's a lot of one-goal losses this season for the Big Blue. Still looking to turn that corner as they buy into Doherty's system. This one left-footed into the box, nobody there, headed away by Maddie Wood. Ellis going to control at the top of the 18, plays off to Bailey Wolf. Wolf with time, drops off for Nishiyama. Nishiyama plays all the way to the back. Tomic stepped way up in front of the offensive side of midfield. Wheaton will lose possession and is taken away by Maddie Wood in the middle of the field as Milliken comes out of their defense. Streaking forward and now playing to the near side for Ratchford as Ratchford's going to have it taken away by Gincarella with Bailey Wolf recovering to take the possession. Tomic to Nishiyama on the near side. And Milliken gets a step to that pass. Nishiyama quickly back to regain. The Gonzaga transfer plays it forward, but Milliken will control this one with Malman playing it all the way to the back for the keeper. And Wolf's play is out over the touchline for a Big Blue throw-in. 5 minutes into action here at Joe Bean Stadium. Wheaton hosting Milliken University. This is the second to last home game on the schedule for the Thunder. They will obviously host the CCIW tournament semifinal and hopefully, should things break their way, the tournament final as well, as this one's played out of bounds, and it will be another Big Blue throw-in. Wheaton sitting atop the conference, 5-0 overall, the game-in-hand victory over Illinois Wesleyan at 3-1, and then Augustana 3-2, and North Central 3-3, and still a lot to be determined to try to round out that CCIW tournament field as we move down the home stretch here in the regular season. Nishiyama takes control of that pass at the midfield line and plays to the near side for Gincarella. Ahead to Ellis. Ellis will square up her defender and now will work down the touchline. Well defended at first, but she gets past Sarah Weller. Now Ellis to the end line, and that is out and will be a Milliken goal kick. So far, Milliken's defense also very improved from last year, surrendering 20 goals entering play tonight. Last year they surrendered 32, so both sides, both the attack and the defense, improved for Ian Doherty's squad in year number 2. The Big Blue looking for their third result of the year away from Decatur. They are 2-2-1 at home and 1-5-1 on the season on the road. Wheaton, on the other hand, has not lost a home game since that loss to Wash U in the middle of October a year ago. As Nishiyama will be backed up for the throw-in, comes along this sideline to Gincarella, trying to play to the middle. Ellis quickly to the step and keep the Thunder in possession. Drops off to Blake, and Blake will play along the midfield line to Izzy McNally with room to carry. Drops off to Carney Blake, right foot. Going to get all the way to Gincarella on the left side. Looking into the box, right foot into the 18-yard box. It's going to be headed back towards the goal. Running on McNally, and the keeper will get there, Jennifer Miller, to grab that before McNally can get ahead to it. And Wheaton's best scoring opportunity thus far this evening is thwarted by Miller. Wolf plays this one to Molly Thorne. As Thorne, the freshman out of Franklin, Tennessee, drops it back to Blake. And Blake will call for the ball again and play it to the outside for Nishiyama. Wheaton playing down the left side a lot so far in the early minutes this evening, as Blake will spin and drop back to Sarah Tomic. Gincarella looking for Thorne, and that is intercepted by Malman, who's been busy on that corner for the Big Blue. Blake had a moment to play Thorne through, but Thorne instead will try to get Gincarella, and even with the speed of Sarah Gincarella, can't get there in time. Wheaton had opportunities there, just couldn't get the touch right on either of those two passes, and that'll be another Milliken goal kick. This is essentially a home and home this evening. The Thunder men traveling to Decatur tonight to face the Big Blue. We'll keep you updated from that game as well as it goes along. That game not starting until 7:30 down at Frank Lindsay Field in Decatur. As Wheaton controlling the initial possession off the goal kick, but Milliken trying to find possession, and they will with Ratchford. Ratchford, though, has Nishiyama coming back along with Wolf, and Tomic going to play forward. Ellis, Wheaton has numbers if Ellis can get to the ball. Nice play by Malman to get there first. Ellis is going to win it, though. Ellis squares up, looking to the end line. Left foot stops, comes back to the right. Now Jensen Ellis into the box, and Ellis still going along the end line. Ellis plays to the middle. And now we've got a scrum in front of the net that's finally grabbed by Jennifer Miller. Strong play by Jensen Ellis along that touch line, entering the box from the left side, but couldn't find the pass to the middle of the goal. And Milliken able to keep that one away. McNally going to get a rare touch in the defense as she has pushed forward quite a bit already off the wing. And this one's going to be taken away by Carney Blake. Wheaton's felt a lot better getting Carney Blake fully healthy and reintegrated into this team, as there's the give and go with Gincarella and Ellis, broken up by Malman, and back on it Nishiyama. Wheaton playing through Jensen Ellis quite a bit here in the early minutes of play. 10 minutes in from Joe Bean Stadium. Nice ball from Gincarella, going to get it ahead to Molly Thorne, and Thorne will go to work against Sarah Weller. That's Sophia Lindquist. Lindquist to the touchline, and Miller is quickly there to grab that off her end line. Jennifer Miller, appearing in her 9th match of the year, has allowed 13 goals, making 48 saves. Milliken 0-6-2 in those matches. As this is McNally playing to Bailey Wolf. Plenty of room back to McNally. And intercepted by the Big Blue, but right back to the feet of Bailey Wolf. Wolf going to play forward, trying to get Molly Thorne into space. That ball accelerating as it goes, and Thorne is able to catch up. Milliken has 4 back in defense. Going to get support here from Sarah Baki. Baki hounded by Orada. Back to Thorne. Thorne in the box. That's Waller. Tried to play it away, but it's right to Carney Blake. Strong right foot from Carney Blake, and that's in the net. Carney Blake just unleashes a strong right foot, and I think that went off the hands of Miller and into the net. We'll see it again here on the replay. But for Carney Blake, there's the play away attempt from the Big Blue. It's Blake unassisted, and it's off the hands of Miller. And for Carney Blake, her second of the night. So 1-0 lead for the Thunder, and just as we had mentioned it earlier on, a light rain starting to fall here at Joe Bean Stadium. As Wheaton takes the first lead of the match. Gincarella plays to the inside for Ellis.
The Thunder goal.
Turns to the middle for Carly Blake.
Carney Blake.
And Blake, the goal scorer, outside to McNally. Gets tripped up over the ball for a second. Able to possess, and now streaking towards the middle. McNally nearing the top of the 18. Dispossessed for a second, but back to Ellis. Ellis left foot skips in, and Jennifer Miller in good position to just scoop that up. And now we'll have a clock stoppage as Emily Ratchford, a little slow to get up off the turf. And she is going to hobble to the sideline, and Milliken will need a sub here early on. And so entering for the Big Blue will be Rosina Fassetti.
Entering for Milliken, number 33, Rosina Fassetti.
So with Fassetti entering, it looks like that'll shake up the formation a little bit for the Big Blue as Fassetti moves forward to the top of the formation. So they will go with 2 on the top. Ratchford appearing to have been dropped back towards the middle of the formation for the Big Blue. So off the foul, this will be an opportunity for Milliken just on their own side of midfield. Driven kick into the top of the 18, off a glancing header. Hard to see the number of who got the head on that, but it was a heck of an unexpected opportunity there for the Big Blue off the free kick. Gincarella fighting with the taller King, and Gincarella able to stay on the ball, but she will give it away with the pass intercepted by Faith Fitzsimmons. Back to Fitzsimmons here, spinning away from Bailey Wolf, looking ahead, but a little out of the reach of Lucy Koger, and that'll be taken away by Tomic to the near side for Gincarella. Gincarella, the speedster, to the outside, finds Ellis. Ellis with a nice deke, and now Ellis with some space, but will slow up and take on Malman again. Into the middle, Gincarella. Had Sophia Lindquist running through her ahead of her to her left. Never saw her as Lindquist working side to side, almost like what you would see how you would attack a zone defense in basketball. She seems to be working the baseline there, just at the top of the formation, tracing the ball. And now McNally trips over the ball and will lose possession at the top of the attacking third. Milliken streaking forward, and a nice stop by Tomic. However, right back on the ball, getting past Tomic momentarily, and Tomic will be called for the foul. We had about a 3-on-3 for a second, and then Wolf was able to come back and stop that pass, but now before the foul was called against Sarah Tomic. So given the driven kick from about this time 15 yards ahead into the 18-yard box, nice kick, and just missing the head. It looked like it was Koger again. Just a little too tall. But Milliken showing that if they get a free kick opportunity anywhere near midfield, they are going to threaten the box. Here's Sophia Lindquist. Plays to Thorne, freshman to freshman. Thorne now looking for Ellis. Ellis will keep it in play. Left foot into the middle, and the ball just rolled out of play before Ellis could get it. Thorne's play into the back of the net. Lindquist finished that with what would have been a goal, but the ball rolling out of bounds for a goal kick. Just over 15 minutes in here, first half. Carney Blake giving Wheaton the early 1-0 lead here at Joe Bean Stadium. Koger playing to the near side, nobody there. Nishiyama with time to possess. Defender running on with Fassetti and plays it to Tomic. Tomic to Carney Blake, Blake Wolf, and Wolf Nishiyama. Ahead, Gincarella finds a lane to Ellis. Ellis now has options. Jensen Ellis going to carry. Dropping off to Lindquist. Lindquist, top of the 18, plays it right into the body of a defender. And now headed ahead, Lindquist again. And Lindquist, the Energizer Bunny, keeping the possession going for the Thunder. McNally plays Lindquist right side of the box, playing into the box, looking for Thorne. It's off her back. Left foot and too high for Sarah Baki. See it again on the replay here. A nice ball from Lindquist. Thorne unable to get the foot to it she wanted, but it comes loose to Baki. And Baki couldn't keep it underneath the crossbar. So Jennifer Miller will ask her backs to move forward a little bit, and she will play this one away with 28.5 minutes left here in the first half. However, she plays it right to the head of Ellis, heading on for Thorne. Thorne racing into the box, and the chip goes too far. Dangerous giveaway by Miller, and Thorne wants that one back. trying to chip the racing keeper, but plays that one over the goal, over the divider, and over towards McCully Stadium. And now that will be played farther as Nishiyama will get it to Gincarella. As Gincarella's pass taken away by the Big Blue. Playing forward is Amanda Noser, but right to Sarah Tomic. Noser right back on the ball for Milliken. Taken away by Wolf, now a battle. And it'll be possessed by Carney Blake, moving it along the midfield line to Izzy McNally. And McNally will join the attack to the outside with Baki. Baki streaking towards the end line, looking for the centering pass. It's deflected, headed on by McNally, but out of bounds, and we will have a sub for the Big Blue. It'll be Emily Lopez into the game for the first time tonight, and Lopez will give Abby King a breather.
Into the match for Milliken, number 8, Emily Lopez.
And Miller going to play this one along to the near side. Looking for Lopez, and that will end up being an attacking third throw-in for the Thunder. Ellis quickly gets it into Bailey Wolf. Wolf probing for room and gets it to the outside for Ellis. Left foot into the box. Has help coming from Baki. Baki plays it down into the turf, and now Lindquist will try to repossess, and she's going to be called for a foul. Trying to get around the strong defense of Madison Urata there. It's a roster with a local flavor for the Big Blue. Few local players from Plainfield. Starter Lucy Koger played her prep ball at Naperville North, just down the road. So a 3-hour trip, but a lot of homecomings here for the Big Blue. And this will be another Milliken throw-in. Quickly into the middle of the field for Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons backtracking, finds room, turns the corner, and now Thorne will come back and force a pass away. And McNally rallying into defense to take the ball away for the Thunder. We'll see Isabel Oliver at the next throw-in opportunity for the Thunder. As right now it's Baki possessing on the attacking side of midfield. Nice searching pass for Thorne. Thorne through. Milliken trying to get back in defense. Plays to Jensen Ellis, top of the 18. Ellis setting it up with the left foot, plays through. One defender still on the ball. Ellis, left foot, too high. And now we will see Isabel Oliver for the first time tonight, as you see it again on the replay. Good find to find Jensen Ellis. That first
15,
touch,
Isabel Oliver,
just a little too strong, and I think Ellis wanted to rip from about 18 away, but while she had the shooting lane, Isabel Oliver will give Sophia Lindquist a break. As Miller plays along the back. Carney Blake, though, will take the next pass away. Turning to the inside, Thorne. Thorne left foot from the corner of the 18. It's off a defender and will be collected by Jennifer Miller. Miller yet to make a save tonight, but has been busy. As Jensen Ellis will play this back along to the right side for Izzy McNally. McNally passes to the top of the attacking third for Thorne. Thorne playing to the outside. This will be a race for Sarah Baki, and she won't win it. Was calling for the ball as she gained speed down the right side. But Arata recovered well, and this will be another goal kick for Miller. 24 minutes left under a gentle light rain here at Joe Bean Stadium. I'm Rusty Lindsay. Thanks for tuning in tonight here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. And again, Wheaton will take it away off the goal kick. This is Blake to the outside. Looking for room, finds Wolf. Wolf to McNally, and a nice step to take it away by Maddie Wood, but that'll be out for a Thunder throw-in. As Oliver turns off the throw-in, and that'll be played into the stands by Sydney Rudney. Small crowd here at Joe Bean Stadium tonight. Again, earlier today there was the forecast of rain, might have kept some away, but Campus still filling as students returning from fall break this evening. This will be McNally. Hesitates, loses the defender. McNally drops it back. And now it'll be Bakke right foot. Bakke looking for Thorne. Thorne running. Finds Oliver. As Wheaton plays a little quick touch in the box. Bailey Wolf. Top of the 18 for Jensen Ellis. Steps back to the right foot. Back to the left foot. Ball on a string. And that's too high for Jensen Ellis. Wheaton's 10th shot of the night. They've put just 4 on goal and converted just 1. Played away by Miller, going to be possessed by Sarah Gincarella. Drops back to Nishiyama. Tomic off the foot of Wolf and taken away by Malman, but right back on it with the recovering defense of Isabel Oliver. Oliver into the box looking for Molly Thorne, and Miller comes sliding off her line and takes that ball away before Thorne can get there. Again, a little bit lighter touch, and Wheaton might have a goal there. Off the bounce, header won initially by the Big Blue, but Tomic plays over her head. Racing to get there is Emily Lopez for the Big Blue. And a delayed foul call against the Big Blue. Tomic looking for Thorne, and the header won by the Big Blue. Blake will track it down on the defensive side of midfield and drop outside McNally. McNally on a quick give and go, broken up by the strong play again of Orada. Wheaton's done a lot of their attacking down the left side, and Orada's done a nice job breaking up the give and goes on the right side when Wheaton has chosen to go down that path. Inside of 21 minutes left here in the first half, and Wheaton with a 1-0 lead on the early goal from Carney Blake. Gincarella finds Oliver. Oliver into the box with room. Isabel Oliver left foot, and it's deflected by Miller just wide. And her first save of the night will shut down an absolute goal by Isabel Oliver.
Corner kick.
Very nice ball from Sarah Gincarella to play Oliver loose. And Miller cuts down the angle with a diving stop and sends it just wide of the far post. This will be Bakke to take the corner. Swings it in with the right foot. Miller punches. Ball's going to stay in the attacking third where Gincarella will win it for the Thunder. Plays it ahead to Bailey Wolf. Give and go, and Gincarella will not get there in time as it rolls out of play. As we hit 20 minutes remaining here in the first half. Off the goal kick, it's Bakke winning it. Headed ahead, here's Oliver again into the 18. Oliver strong on the ball to keep possession, has room, turns, looking for Molly Thorne. And a quick step to the ball by Rudney to send it out of the 18. Now it's Bailey Wolf. Wolf finds Carney Blake, who has tonight's goal. Deep opportunity for Carney Blake. And that's over the crossbar. Wheaton's missed over the crossbar 5 times in their 12 attempts so far tonight. This is Koger winning this one off the goal kick. Milliken has struggled to keep possession off the goal kicks when they've gone downfield, and possession short-lived as the Thunder right back on the ball. Molly Thorne turns and faces. Finds Jensen Ellis. Ellis has opportunities and options down the left side. Wolf to Gincarella. Blue shirts rushing back in defense for Milliken as Gincarella into the box from the left side. 18 yards off, Gincarella finds the running Carney Blake. Blake looking for the left foot, and it's wide to the right. She had a runner with Bakke, and she also had an opportunity for herself, neither coming to fruition. And another rush goes by the wayside for the Thunder. Talked at the top, it has not been opportunities, a lack of opportunities for the Thunder this season, averaging over 20 shots a game. However, it has been their finishing that has been questionable at times so far this season. Oh, as that goes straight up off the foot of Ellis and into the face of the Milliken midfielder. And we will have a clock stoppage as she is tended to by the Thunder training staff. Action just getting underway down in Decatur. The Thunder men traveling to face Milliken. A 7:30 kickoff in Decatur. And that's Amanda Noser, who is up and appears to be just fine for the Big Blue, laughing that one off. And it looks like Noser will be allowed to return when she's ready. However, Milliken will send in a sub for the meantime. That's Maddie Pabst.
Entering for Milliken, number 5, Maddie Pabst.
So Pabst takes over for the Big Blue with the play stoppage. Wheaton will play this one back to the Milliken keeper, and Milliken will be allowed to come forward with the ball. 18 minutes left first half. I'm Rusty Lindsay. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. Early goal by Carney Blake, giving Wheaton a 1-0 lead tonight. Wheaton looking for its 7th straight victory. The Thunder undefeated in their last 9 contests. That dating back to the 2-1 double overtime loss at Wash U. Over the head of Lopez, and Gincarella trying to track it down. Can't quite get there. And into the game for the first time tonight. Subs for both squads. It'll be Mackenzie Hewitt for the Big Blue. For Wheaton, it'll be Hannah Max.
Number 11, Hannah Max.
Hewitt, the junior out of Union, Missouri. Hannah Max, the junior out of Round Hill, Virginia. And the defensive third throw-in, after a quick touch, going to be taken away by the Thunder. Nishiyama ahead to Wolf. Plays to the feet of Isabel Oliver. Outside to Gincarella with space. Working against Hewitt, who just came into the game, into the box, but played away and out of bounds by Mulman. Montana Mulman, the former Pleasant Valley Spartan, junior out of Bettendorf, Iowa. As Jensen Ellis will look to find room and does into the 18 from the left side. Across the middle of the box. Bodies flying as the ball is loose. Max will win the header back out to Bailey Wolf. Milliken pushing its line forward. And now Blake drops outside for McNally. And McNally, who stepped on the ball, will have to slow up and start again. McNally looking for room. Right foot into the box. Played in by Sarah Bakke. And she just misses the frame a little bit wide to the right. There you see the speed of Izzy McNally after she got crossed up on her footwork. Buys herself enough time and gets a good centering pass to Bakke, who didn't have enough room to put that on frame. And now Bakke will keep possession for the Thunder as she races to keep it alive on the end line. Out to Max and now Carney Blake. Blake to Bailey Wolf. Wolf about 25, 30 yards off the end line. Drops back Nishiyama. Nishiyama finds Jensen Ellis. Ellis breaks free with the left foot, and a strong left foot going to be played off the defender, and that'll be out for a Thunder corner kick. Wheaton's 5th corner opportunity of the match, and it'll come around the 15-minute mark left here in the first half. Ellis has done a nice job buying herself room around the top of the 18, and that one time she kept it low and would have been on frame, but the defense taking away the shooting lane. Bakke is there for the short option, but it'll be Ellis out of the left corner. Ellis, the left foot, low and driven and headed away by the Big Blue. Bailey Wolf will win the next header, and it's back to the near side for Jensen Ellis. Ellis working against Hewitt will find Carney Blake. Blake with a lot of room. Out to the right side for Izzy McNally as Wheaton swings the field. Max give and go looking for McNally. Deflected, and now Milliken will clear it away for a quick moment before Carney Blake moves it near side for Bailey Wolf. Wolf to Gincarella. As Gincarella looks for space, steps over, looking for room. Into the box, back out of the box, and now it's Bailey Wolf. Wolf tees up a long right-footed shot, finds Isabel Oliver. Now it's Ellis. Ellis looking for room and can't quite get there. Hewitt putting the clamps on that opportunity, and Gincarella comes pinballing into the Milliken defender, and that'll be Maddie Wood who earns the foul and a free kick for the Big Blue with 14 minutes left here in the first half. Nishiyama battling for control there. She will win the free kick. Is now Carney Blake going to play that around the body of Koger momentarily. And fighting to stay on the ball is Fitzsimmons. Faith Fitzsimmons to the outside for Milliken. Towards the top of the 18, played away by Nishiyama. That's the best controlled possession that Milliken has had in their attacking third. Their two best scoring opportunities have come off free kicks near the midfield stripe. As Nishiyama now pushes forward. Nice ball, finds Sarah Baki running out to the near side. Baki plays into the box and a rushed left foot there as Oliver the only one with a chance to get there. And she was well marked, so Jennifer Miller is going to play this one away for Milliken. Her drop kick one off the head of Tomic. Near side Hewitt with Gincarella closing in. Looking for Fassetti and taken away by Nishiyama. Slides it to Tomic, who finds Jensen Ellis ahead, and now is Baki. Baki taking her time, surveying the field, and drops it back off to Izzy McNally, who joins the attack. Strong right foot off the body of Hannah Max, but Carney Blake will keep the possession. And here's Bailey Wolf. Wolf to the outside, Gincarella rushing to get there, and she will keep it in play, but her momentum almost takes her out of play, but she's right back on it, and now it's Bailey Wolf, right foot into the box, looking for Baki. Baki in the post-up game. Now it's Oliver off a loose ball, deflects off the defender, and that'll be a Thunder corner kick. Seen on a replay, great effort by Gincarella, stops it right on the end line, and then circles all the way around and comes back to win the ball again.
In for week number 9, Sarah Hernandez.
Sarah Hernandez going to check in here for the Thunder. First time we've seen Hernandez tonight, the freshman out of Missouri City,
Thunder
Texas.
corner kick.
And she will give Gincarella a well-deserved break. Gincarella's been incredibly active on the left side tonight for the Thunder, and it'll be Baki to take the corner. High right foot swinging away from the end line, knocked up into the air, and played away by the Big Blue. Hernandez gets her first touch, trying to keep it in the attacking third, but instead it's Fassetti who will play this out for a Thunder throw-in. Hernandez along the far sideline to Baki, has Hannah Max in support, drops it off again to Hernandez. Up ahead to Baki, trying to turn, has to drop it off instead to Carney Blake. Hernandez playing in her 10th match of the season as Blake sheds a defender and keeps it in possession. Now it's Baki into the far corner. Baki, right foot into the box, looking for Oliver, knocks it up into the air. Max plays it along the ground, but Miller recognizes it well and slides to her left to slow that one up and make the save. Izzy McNally has switched with the insertion of Hernandez. Goes from the left back and said she will take, right back. She'll take the role of Gincarella down the left side. Looking long for Baki, and that'll be offsides. A step late on the ball, and Baki was past the Milliken defensive line, and that'll be a free kick for the Big Blue as the rain picks up a little bit here at Joe Bean Stadium. If you're just tuning in, Wheaton wearing the home white tops with the blue numbers. Blue trunks with the white stripe. Milliken in their royal blues. Blue shorts, blue socks, white lettering and numbering. And they go left to right here in the first half. Not much wind to speak of, as that's off the body of McNally and out of bounds. And entering the game for the Big Blue, number 18, Maddie Brown.
Entering for Milliken number 18, Maddie Brown.
As Nishiyama plays this one into the middle of the field off the head of Hannah Max, ahead to Sarah Baki. And taken away by the backtracking Big Blue, that's Montana Malman. Wolf was looking to get it to Nishiyama, taken away by the just inserted Brown. And backtracking again is Hannah Max to regain possession for the Thunder. Wheaton with an early lead down in Decatur. The Thunder men scoring first. At the 5:23 mark, Stafford Dowling puts Wheaton ahead. Thunder men need a victory in the worst way to stay alive in that track for the final spot in the CCIW tournament, and they're off to a good start in Decatur. Nishiyama taking ground outside to McNally. McNally plays that off the body of Hewitt, and that'll be a Thunder corner. Coming into the game for the Thunder will be Taylor Rudin.
Taylor Rudin.
And Rudin will give Bailey Wolf a breather. Rudin, a sophomore out of Carmel, Indiana.
Thunder corner kick.
And Blake will take the short corner. Teed up by Baki, far side of the box over the head of Hernandez. And Sarah Tomic joining the attack here off the corner. And she will keep the possession as she possesses back towards her spot on the back line. McNally, with help from Nishiyama on the overlap, will take possession and play to the outside for Nishiyama. Gets it to Jensen Ellis, but just a step too far for Ellis. And that'll be out for a Milliken goal kick. More subs enter the action for Milliken. It's number 22, Danica Brezovar. And Brezovar will replace Fitzsimmons in the middle of the field.
22, Danica Brezovar.
So Miller drives this one forward with her right foot. Played down by the Big Blue, but taken away by Taylor Rudin, who gets her first touch of the night. Drop back to Tomic. And Nishiyama will bring it again into the offensive half for the Thunder. Looking for Ellis. And Ellis can't stay on the ball, taken away by Maddie Pabst. However, it's Carney Blake back on the ball for the Thunder. Ellis, great step over, still on the ball, trying to get her left foot free, and it's on the ground, but Baki can't get the run in time. And it's scooped up by Jennifer Miller. As you'll see it again, a nice move by Jensen Ellis to stay on the ball, yet she has Baki running free through the middle, but a little too far for Baki to get there. And we have 6:45 left before the halftime intermission here at Joe Bean Stadium. Blake with a strong right foot ahead, and it'll be collected in the air by Miller. Strong kick that time by Miller. Played ahead to Tomic, but controlled initially by the Big Blue. But that touch comes to McNally. McNally finds Oliver. Oliver, middle of the field towards the top of the 18. Drop back McNally. Strong right foot. She slips as she hits it. Hits a defender on the way through the box, so that's still loose in the 18. And finally cleared away by Milliken. And Tomic will put a stop to the counter as she possesses forward, finding Hannah Max. Max drops quickly to Oliver. Looking to get it to the outside. That lane is shut down by the Milliken defense. And they will play forward again. Along the midfield line, finding Pabst coming forward. And Pabst passes too far, and Lauren Ketchum will not pick it up, instead playing it quickly to the near side for Sammy Nishiyama. Nishiyama just ahead of Izzy McNally. And subs for both teams into the game for Wheaton is Carly Fatum.
For Milliken, number 32.
For Milliken, number 32, Chloe Klimstein.
Into the match for Wheaton, number 22, Carly Fatum.
Counting down towards 5 minutes left here first half. Wheaton with a 1-0 advantage. They've outshot Milliken 21-1 here in the first half. But just the early strike from Carney Blake. McNally, this time Baki's onside. Defenders rushing back to help for Milliken as she steps over. Right foot finds a lane. It skips on Miller, and Oliver can't get it back on frame with the follow-up. And that sails wide left. Nice hit from Baki. Solid contact. I think it surprised Miller by dropping her before it got to her. but she smothered it well and took away the near post on the rebound. Milliken trying to switch the field, but Oliver coming back and keeping it on the side and forcing the turnover to Hannah Max. And now Baki's going to track it down on the box to the right side, and she will earn a Thunder throw-in with 4:10 left here in the first half. It comes into Hannah Max. Back out to Baki, who loses the touch, out of bounds, and it'll be a big blue throw-in with 4 minutes left in the first half. Rain picking up just a little bit more here at Joe Bean Stadium. As Wheaton playing along the far sideline, well possessed by Sarah Hernandez, who spins and keeps possession up ahead to Baki, but again, a little too far. The touch on those searching passes has been just a little too heavy tonight for the Thunder. They have had opportunities. .23 shots for Wheaton, only 8 on goal. This will be Fatum with her first touch in the middle of the field. Deflected by the big blue. That takes a hop, a strong spinning hop towards Sarah Hernandez, but Milliken right back on the ball. 3 minutes left here first half as Max in a battle for the ball, and Wheaton able to win it with Taylor Rudin, who yields possession to Tomic. Tomic to McNally near side. Drops for Fatum, give and go. Connects with McNally. McNally with room. Nice touch to Oliver as they build along the left side, as they have for much of this first half. Drop back Carly Fatum to the middle for Carney Blake. And hauled away by Maddie Wood of the Big Blue to the outside, and that'll be out of play. And a Milliken throw-in with 2.5 left here in the first half. Oliver works the ball to her right foot. Shot from about 20 yards out, but that's an easy collection for Miller. Nishiyama's header off her kick to Hewitt. Now Rudin, and now Carly Fatum, and finally Izzy McNally. McNally to Rudin. Plays ahead Oliver. Had Baki running behind her, but back to Carney Blake. Wheaton taking its time. As Tomic working for room finds Nishiyama. Ahead to McNally. McNally plays into the middle. That's Carney Blake. Blake has tonight's goal. Hannah Max and Sarah Baki on a nice build-up here from the Thunder. Very patient, probing passes from Wheaton. As Hernandez going to have this one taken away, though. And Milliken rushing forward on the counter. Blake is there to help Hernandez, who is rushing back to her spot, but the deflection keeps Milliken on the ball before Hernandez plays it out with 70 seconds left here in the first half.
One minute remaining in the first half.
There's a 1 minute announcement as Milliken trying to build something here, maybe find a late equalizer here in the first half. Right-footed shot, and too far to the right, and Ketchum will not be bothered by that one. Tomic will take the goal kick for the Thunder. Plays along and away with the left foot, but the header won there by Pabst. Ahead to Brezovar. As the ball volleyed back and forth here. Closing in on 10 seconds left here to close out the half. Milliken pushing forward, but Tomic's clearance will put an end to the threat,
4,
and we will head to
2,
recess
1,
with Wheaton leading
0.
1-0 over Milliken, out shooting the
Score
Big Blue
halftime of the CCIW women's
24-2.
soccer matchup is Wheaton 1.
As it's been a pretty
Milliken 0.
lopsided half, but just
Reminder
one
that the
goal to
Western
show for it.
Facilities are located underneath the grandstand of McCulley Stadium, the football stadium.
So we will step
which is
aside here at the
located west
halftime
of
break.
Joe
We'll come
Beam
back
Stadium.
and take a look at the first half stats, give you a look ahead to the second half with Wheaton leading 1-0 over the Milliken Big Blue.
In the
You're watching
CCIW
Wheaton
men's
Thunder
soccer
women's
matchup
soccer
tonight in Decatur.
from the Wheaton Thunder Sports
15
Network.
minutes into the first half, Wheaton leads Milliken.
Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new. I feel
Be inspired as you seek to make a difference in the lives of children as an elementary, middle, or high school teacher.
Be challenged by a strong academic program that prepares you for the leadership skills needed to lead a classroom.
Be equipped with the strategies and tools from experienced professors in a program that boasts a 100% passing rate for all licensure exams.
Be inspired to lead others to the Christian faith as professional English language teachers serving across the globe.
Be challenged as you dive deep into learning about other cultures while understanding how to create the bridge between English and the native language of your students.
Be equipped as you gain valuable skills and lessons from leading researchers and teachers in the field who have decades of experience and whose work spans 6 continents.
Be inspired by diving deep into the study of the Bible and understanding the theology behind our faith.
Be challenged with advanced study of biblical and theological knowledge.
Be equipped to expand your knowledge, build your academic skills, develop critical reflection, and serve for Christ in His kingdom.
Be inspired as you grow in your ministry and collaborate with other leaders like you.
Be challenged, stretch your thinking, and deepen your understanding of your mission.
Be equipped to raise your level of leadership as you raise up faithful followers of Christ.
Be inspired to serve a world filled with justice and suffering.
Be challenged with a rigorous academic program that trains you to analyze psychological theory and research from a faith-based worldview and apply it to serve the needs of individuals and families in need of healing.
Be equipped to integrate your Christian faith and practice with the best of contemporary scholarship and professional standards in the disciplines of clinical psychology, counseling, and marriage and family therapy.
Welcome back here to Joe Bean Stadium on the campus of Wheaton College, where the Wheaton Thunder lead Millikin University 1-0 here at halftime of their CCIW match. I'm Rusty Lindsay. Thanks for joining us tonight on WTSN. The Thunder holding a 24-2 shot advantage there in the first half. Jennifer Miller made 8 saves, 1 goal allowed, as Wheaton just put 9 of their 24 shots on goal. The Big Blue with 2 shots, one coming from Amanda Noser, one coming from Maddie Paps. One of them on goal, Lauren Ketchum making that one save. Carney Blake with 4 shots, Jensen Ellis with 5, Isabel Oliver with 4. Those lead the Thunder attack. 3 for Sarah Bakke and 2 apiece for Molly Thorne and Sophia Lindquist. 7 corner kick opportunities for the Thunder there in the first half. Wheaton will go left to right here in the second half. Again, wearing their home white jerseys with blue shorts and the white socks. Millikin head to toe in blue for the Big Blue. And Wheaton will take the possession to start the second half. Again, a light rain falling here at Joe Bean Stadium. It picked up a little bit at halftime. However, it has backed off once again. Do anticipate a little heavier, getting a little heavier as the match goes on. So it should speed play on the turf a little bit, as we heard some of the players talking amongst themselves, preparing themselves for a quicker track here in the second half with a little bit of moisture there on the turf. As Wheaton will start the second half with the ball. Bailey Wolf to the far side. They built a lot of attack from the far side. There's a nice ball from Jensen Ellis, getting Molly Thorne loose behind the Big Blue defense. She turns into the box from the left side, plays to the middle, looking for Oliver, drops back for, I believe that was Bailey Wolf, and it's turned away. Nice play by Oliver to hold up the play there just inside the top of the 6. Had a marker on her back, but was able to find Bailey Wolf, and then a nice reaction, though, from Jennifer Miller to keep that ball out of the net. Point blank save and a 5-alarm fire extinguished for Jennifer Miller. Millikin will possess off the goal kick, but Carney Blake's header sends it ahead to Molly Thorne. Thorne finds Ellis, and Ellis dispossessed, and it'll be played out down the left side and out of bounds. Sent into the box. Oliver running on. Miller with the fumble, open net, and Bakke can't get there in time. It's Blake as Miller gets back in control of her net. Nishiyama the long strike, and it's collected by Miller. Comes rushing forward. Had Isabel Oliver running forward, looking for the deflecting header. But Miller does a nice job coming strong off her line to make that collection. And off the foul, this will be a free kick opportunity for Millikin, who has threatened from similar spots twice tonight. Strong right foot swung in by Rudney and headed away by the Thunder. Carney Blake trying to keep running past. Off the deflection to the outside for Jensen Ellis. If Ellis can get there, Wheaton has numbers 4-on-3, but she cannot. Wheaton's season high in shots so far this season is 29. That happened against RIT in the Bob Baptiste Invitational. They've also had 28 against UW La Crosse. That was a 1-0 win. And that goal came in the first minute by Sophia Lindquist. Also had 29 shots in a win at Elmhurst. That was a 4-0 win on September 28th. So Wheaton on pace at least to set a new season high. Into the middle for Molly Thorne. Thorne drops it back past Bakke to Blake. Blake on the left side for Bailey Wolf. Wolf approaching the 18. Gets it to Jensen Ellis. Ellis taking space, but she's offside.
Offside.
A large group of the Thunder football team in attendance tonight voiced their displeasure with that call. 26 shots, 11 on target so far for the Thunder. Their high in shots on goal so far this year is 15. That came against RIT. It also happened against Calvin, Elmhurst, and Carroll. Down in Decatur, the Wheaton men still clinging to a 1-0 lead over Milliken. A 6th-minute goal by Stafford Dowling, giving Wheaton a 1-0 lead over the Big Blue. Now this is Ellis playing to Molly Thorne, left side. Thorne to Oliver, loose in front of the box. It's Oliver again with the right foot. Another stop by Jennifer Miller. Miller was out of position as the first ball came in. You'll see it again here on the replay. Helped by her defense, but she recovers in time to make a nice save on her near post. Miller's made a couple of nice stops. Wheaton's one goal was a blast from Carney Blake from the right side of the box off the hands of Miller and into the net. Tomic closes space as Milliken builds an attack here into the box. Played away again by Tomic, and it's Wolf for the Thunder. Plays Sophia Lindquist into some space. Lindquist looking for Oliver, and a nice step there by Sydney Rudney. Oliver back on the ball on the left side now, working against Montana Malman, and that'll be played off of Malman for a corner kick. That will be Wheaton's 8th of the evening.
Thunder, corner kick.
And it looks like it'll be Carney Blake to go take this. This has been a dangerous corner for Carly Blake. She scored the Olympico goal off this very corner last year. However, they'll go short, taken by Ellis. Played it to the top of the 6, looking for McNally. Hit as she gets contact with it. But that will go just wide. And it'll be another goal kick for the Big Blue. Wolf stepping to that one. It's deflected loose to Madison Arata. Arata's had a strong night of play on the right side, and now looking ahead, but Tomic able to come back with Ketchum coming off her line and take that away. That pass intended for Lucy Koger and deflected out. Milliken's best scoring opportunities so far tonight have come off free kicks right around the midfield area. 2 of them driven deep into the box as this one skips past the defender. Oliver trying to get there, and another nice step by Rudney. However, her clearance comes right to Jensen Ellis. And Ellis trying to power through the defense, gets it to Lindquist. Lindquist has it taken away by Abby King. And King plays it out of bounds, but off of Lindquist, and that'll win Milliken a throw-in. About 20 yards off their own end line. However, the Big Blue will give it right back. Ellis with the throw-in towards the top of the box. Isabel Oliver will play it right back to Ellis. And Ellis going to win a corner. Gets the deflective step and immediately just lets it roll out, knowing they don't have numbers, but will set up an opportunity here for Carney Blake. They went short last time. We'll see if they try to go long this time. Milliken not bringing pressure. They're going to leave Carney Blake a lot of room here. Blake drives this one in towards the penalty spot, headed away by the Big Blue. However, Wolf will win the touch back outside to Blake. Right foot from Carney Blake towards the top of the 6, punched away by Miller. Ball loose in the box. Sarah Bakke trying to get to it. It's Jensen Ellis touching to Thorne, and Thorne drives it right at Jennifer Miller. #28th shot of the night for the Thunder, 13th on target, so that's 12 saves for Jennifer Miller. And that'll be out for a Thunder goal kick. Correction, that'll be a Milliken corner kick.
Milliken, corner kick.
Miller averaging 6 saves per match coming in to play tonight. Sent in towards the top of the 6, punched away by Ketchum, still loose. Milliken trying to possess. It's cleared away momentarily. Deep strike coming. An ambitious effort, but with everyone running away from the goal, certainly one that made sense. And Orada sends it over, well over everybody. Fourth shot of the night for the Big Blue. And Tomic will take the goal kick, for the Thunder. Dispossessed by Bailey Wolf. Wolf taking her time, looking for options, finds Sarah Bakke with Isabel Oliver running in front. Bakke finds a lane, gets it to Oliver. Oliver turning back inside, left foot, deflected by the Big Blue. And Blake with a nice dummy to get that ball free. Near side, Nishiyama. Nishiyama was the left corner in the first half. Now the right corner as her and McNally switching sides. McNally had worked herself up in the formation earlier when Sarah Hernandez came in the first half, now dropping back to the corner. Ellis loses the ball, and here come the Big Blue. 2-on-3. Nice step from Maddie Wood to stay in possession. As now McNally rallying, and it's deflected. And Milliken, without numbers on the counter, are going to win themselves a corner kick here. Second corner opportunity for the Big Blue here in the second half. So Milliken will take their time. They'll bring numbers up in support. And this corner will be taken by Faith Fitzsimmons. Right foot swinging towards the top of the 6, bodied around and cleared off the goal line by Tomic. Excuse me, that's McNally. Izzy McNally keeps this a shutout. And now Wheaton in the counter, and it's just too far in front of Sophia Lindquist, who would have broke free had she been able to corral that one. Jensen Ellis looking for Bailey Wolf, taken away by Fitzsimmons. Tomic can't get there in time, so it'll be corralled by Lucy Koger. And Koger, her play is deflected out of bounds. Milliken playing with a little bit of confidence here over the last 5 minutes. Again, despite the one-sided shot total, this just a one-goal game. Milliken looking for that wonder strike to turn this into a tie game. And they nearly had it, but McNally on the line on the far post, able to keep it a shutout. This is McNally looking for help on a throw-in. Inside of 33 minutes left here in regulation from Joe Bean Stadium. Chested down by Lindquist, plays to the left side for Thorne. Thorne rushing forward into the attacking third, will drop it off for Jensen Ellis. Ellis going to swing it all the way back through to Sammy Nishiyama. Looking for Bakke, who plays it back. Nishiyama, the senior out of Honolulu, Hawaii, transferred from Gonzaga. As Isabel Oliver brings this to the ground and leaves it for Sarah Bakke. Bakke to Blake. Bakke moves inside. Drops off for Blake. Swung to Wolf, and Wolf outside to Jensen Ellis as Wheaton swings play to the left side. Ellis working against Abby King. King with some great marking there. Ellis working the ball to her left side, and down she goes just outside the box on a nice play by Abby King. McNally going to send this into the box. Oliver running on, and Miller collects off a bounce. Miller gaining confidence as this match goes on. McNally shuts down the counter, but Milliken gets the step, and Tomic going to shield and let Lauren Ketchum collect this at the top of the 18. But a much more confident Milliken side here in the second half. 31-20 left here in the second half, and Wheaton leading 1-0 on the early goal from Carney Blake. Oliver trying to flick it over the back line to Thorne, and here's Lindquist. Lindquist strong on the ball to keep possession, and down she goes, and that'll win a promising free kick for the Thunder about 24 yards off the end line. And Kearney Blake wisely going to take her time and let Wheaton set up. Has Nishiyama to her right, three-man wall in front of her. And looks like they'll send 7 to the left side. Kearney Blake runs up, right foot, deflects off the wall, and that's a goal. It went off the head of Maddie Wood, and that got the deflection around Jennifer Miller. So for Kearney Blake, it's her second unassisted goal of the night.
Into the match for Wheaton, number 11, Hannah Max.
Here you see it on the replay. Strong hit, was going to be on frame, but deflected off the wall. Hannah Max checking in.
The Thunder goal, her third of the season and second of the night for Wheaton's Kearney Blake.
Third of the year, second of the night for Kearney Blake, both of them unassisted. And Wheaton now with some breathing room at 2-0. As Hannah Max checked into the game for Wheaton following the goal. That shot from Blake set a new single game high for the season at 30. 30 shots, 14 of them on goal, now 2 of them in the net, both of them from Blake. Good step over. This is Thorne, driven to the far side. What a blast from the freshman Molly Thorne. And it might have been the shot from Kearney Blake that ends up breaking the dam as Wheaton gets 2 quick ones here in a minute. Correction, that's Sarah Bakke, 16, not 10. Thorne was running inside just into the box, and it's Bakke through the hands of Miller. So Taylor Rudin checks into the game, replacing Kearney Blake.
For Milliken, number 18, Maddie Brown.
So just like that, Wheaton struggling to find the net with so many shots, and they get 2 in 50 seconds. And now they lead 3-0. Here comes Milliken with their best chance, and a strong hit from Faith Fitzsimmons from 25 yards out is collected by Ketchum.
The Thunder goal, her second of the season by Wheaton's Sarah Bakke.
Milliken had been gaining some momentum and growing more confident pushing forward prior to that goal. And then the free kick opportunity from Blake is the second, and then Bakke with the strong hit for the third. And here comes
8,
Emily Lopez, who we saw in the first half. She will give a break to Sarah Weller. Halftime down in Decatur. The Thunder men still leading Milliken 1-0 behind an early goal from Stafford Dowling.
At halftime in CCW men's soccer action, Wheaton leads Milliken in Decatur 1-0.
McNally backtracking to keep possession for the Thunder. And plays it long looking for Thorne. Thorne to Bakke. Bakke trying to get Thorne loose. Can't do it. A nice step there from Lopez, and Wheaton will win a throw-in. And subs for both sides. Into the game for the Big Blue. Returning will be Mackenzie Hewitt, and Wheaton's going to have a change in goal as Madison Lee.
Now entering number 1, Madison Lee. In for Milliken, number 4, Mackenzie Hewitt.
So Hewitt checks in. Madison Lee takes over in goal for the Thunder. As this is Bailey Wolf regaining possession, plays off the feet of Maddie Brown and out of bounds. So Wheaton will get the throw-in, and they'll leave it for Izzy McNally. 2 goals from Kearney Blake and a goal from Sarah Bakke, as Wheaton with 2 quick strikes here in the second half to build a 3-0 lead over Milliken, and now they can play comfortably despite taking 29 shots to get the first goal. As Lindquist goes down, a nice deflection first, though, and Wheaton will learn the counter. We got 1 goal over their first 29 shots, and they've put their last 2 in the net. This will be Bakke to take the corner from the near side.
Wheaton corner kick.
10th corner opportunity of the night for the Thunder. Milliken has had two cracks at the corner. As Bakke low on the ground, and it's Tomic who gets the touch, but it's off a defender, and Bakke's going to try this one again. Bakke going to drop this one short. Help coming from Thorne. Back to Bakke. Bakke with a left foot in the box. Strong header from Isabel Oliver, but it's wide to the right. Wheaton will have their conference bye on Saturday. The Thunder will go on the road next Wednesday up to Kenosha to face Carthage for a 7 o'clock kickoff, and then they will host North Park the following Saturday. That's November 2nd at 4:30 p.m. And that'll wrap up the regular season. Wheaton just with the 2 matches left after the match tonight. Milliken, after tonight, will host Carthage on Saturday. They will host Illinois Wesleyan next Wednesday, and then they will travel to Carroll to wrap up the regular season on the 2nd. Rain picking up here at Joe Bean Stadium with just under 26 minutes left. This game's looks like it's going to conclude in a cold, driving rain. Oliver plays this one off the defense and will win a Thunder throw-in. Drop back to Oliver, chipping ahead, trying to get Bakke loose. Temperatures haven't dropped off very much. We started around 55 degrees down to 53, so thankfully not dropping into that cold of a rain. And fortunately not much wind to speak of this evening either. Inside of 25 minutes left as Nishiyama plays near side for Lindquist. The track really going to speed up here as Lucy Koger turns the corner on Nishiyama, playing to the middle for Brown. And it's behind her and cleared away by McNally. Hannah Max drops to Lindquist, back to Max. A couple players slipping with the wetter turf. Going to play this ahead, looking for Isabel Oliver. And winning the step instead is Sydney Rudney. Lindquist had a touch initially. Wheaton will win it back with Oliver. And Thorne will play it to Taylor Rudin in the middle. Rudin plays around a defender to Bailey Wolf. Drops to the outside for Bakke. Bakke, top of the box, extended to the far side. Gets it to the right foot. Bakke will hit it again. And Miller was shielded by Oliver, but able to find the ball and make the save before that one trickles in behind her. Rudin wins the header off the goal kick. And here comes Hannah Max. Max trying to get Molly Thorne into the box to turn the corner, and instead it's shielded for Miller to come and pick it up. Strong kick from Miller, won by the thigh of Sarah Tomic. Spinning and looking for room is Faith Fitzsimmons. Tomic defensing there. And a nice step from Wolf to knock that free to Nishiyama. Nishiyama head to Thorne. Thorne getting Oliver into space. Wheaton's going to have advantage. And it's no foul given actually by the official. Maddie Brown working against Nishiyama. Hannah Max into the scrum. And it comes loose to Isabel Oliver. Oliver playing to the near side for Lindquist. Lindquist up the right side. 5 yards off the inline. Turns inside on a nice step. Left foot far post. And a step too far for Sarah Bakke as Sarah Gincarello will come back into the game. She started for the Thunder. Carly Fadum also coming in, who made a first half appearance. Gincarello and Fadum will replace Bakke and Oliver.
Now in the match for Wheaton number 6, Sarah Jancarella. Also into the match for the Thunder, number 22, Carly Fatum.
Tomic coming forward to win that loose ball. To Bailey Wolf, retreating to get possession, and now it's Nishiyama racing to the near side. Nishiyama and Jancarella played a lot of tandem balls down the left side in the first half. They play through the right tonight, or here in the second half. Jancarella does not have an angle, and that ball rolls out of bounds for a Milliken throw-in. Inside of 22 minutes left here in the second half. Under a steady rain here at Joe Bean Stadium. Nice hustle from Jancarella. Nishiyama and now Rudin. Back to Jancarella, who will take ground down the near side. Works around one defender and can't get enough room to get back on the ball, and Milliken will carry out. Good step from Hannah Max to knock that out of bounds off the foot of Madison Urata. And it'll be a Thunder throw-in in there just at the top of their attacking third. Jancarella will have the ball returned to her off the throw. And she goes down, but staying on it is Hannah Max. Nishiyama has time, drops it all the way back to Sarah Tomic. Tomic rolls it, swings the field to Izzy McNally on the left side. McNally working inside, splits a pair, defends her. Izzy McNally 20 yards off the inline, strong right foot, and it bounces and is collected by Jennifer Miller. Couple of subs waiting to come in for the Big Blue at their next opportunity. As Tomic gets it to Nishiyama, who mishits that one, and that'll bring a pair of subs on. That's Maddie Pabst and Rosina Fassetti.
Number 5, Maddie Pabst. Also into the match for the Big Blue, number 33, Rosina Fassetti.
Saw both of them in the first half. Pabst had one of two Milliken first half shots. Milliken now with 7. 4 of their 7 on goal. Wheaton with 35 shots, 17 on goal. Stay with us after the game. We'll get a chance to talk to Thunder head coach Pete Felsky. This one played all the way back for Miller, and Miller's had the rush, the clearance, and it's straight to Jancarella. Here's Hannah Max. Max ahead to Thorne. Thorne trying to turn, can't find Lindquist, and Lindquist navigates out of the way of that clearance, and it's taken by Tomic right at midfield. McNally right foot towards the top of the 18, finds Sophia Lindquist, and Lindquist couldn't quite have a soft enough touch on the first ball, and she loses it, and it'll be cleared away by Milliken. Outside for the Big Blue to the right. Rare misstep by Tomic, but she has help from Nishiyama to clear that ball away. Wolf ahead to Lindquist again. The local freshman played her prep ball at Wheaton Academy. A nice job by McNally to throw her body in the way of that pass. Rudin with a good step, and Wheaton will come forward now with Sammy Nishiyama. Nishiyama looking for Hannah Max. Good step to take it away by Sydney Rudney, and that'll be out, and Sarah Hernandez will return for the Thunder.
Into the match for Wheaton, number 9, Sarah Hernandez.
And Hernandez will replace Izzy McNally, so Nishiyama rolls back to the left corner where she started. And the rookie from the Longhorn State takes over on the right corner. Headed up in the air off the clearance by Koger. Milliken trying to possess and does. Here's Koger again. Gets around the step from Bailey Wolf and will turn upfield. Plays through Malman to the outside and away from Sophia Lindquist. Nishiyama gets to step and go sprawling to the ground, but will win Wheaton a throw-in with 17:20 remaining here in regulation. It's one of 3 matches across the spectrum for the Thunder here tonight. The Wheaton men's team leading Milliken 1-0 down in Decatur. The Wheaton volleyball team falling in straight sets at number 1 ranked U Chicago. Falling 25-21, 25-13, 25-17. Played out. This will be a Thunder throw-in with about 16 and a half minutes left. The Wheaton soccer teams will be off on Saturday, but this will be a busy Saturday on campus for Thunder Athletics. The Wheaton volleyball team hosting a triangular with IIT and Kalamazoo. Wheaton swimming opening its season against the University of Chicago at 1 o'clock at Leaderhouse and Auditorium, and the Thunder football team hosting Augustana for a 1 o'clock kickoff at McCully Stadium, a game that you can find right here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. You can also find those volleyball matches right here on WTSN. As Hernandez works her way around the defense of Fassetti, and she regains off the Milliken clearance attempt. And she will get a shot one more time, this time on a throw. Throw into Gincarella, back to Hernandez, and it'll be deflected off of Arata. Hernandez finds the fellow freshman Thorne. Thorne looking for Carly Fadum in the middle. 2 Thunder bodies there along with Lindquist, but cleared away. That's Montana Malman. And now Nishiyama collects on the left corner. Nishiyama driving into the box looking for Thorne. Thorne looking for room. And it is taken away quickly by Emily Lopez. However, Thorne goes down, and Thorne's going to win Wheaton an opportunistic free kick here, right on the end line, just outside the 18-yard box. This looks like it'll be Fadum to take the kick for the Thunder. Probably a little under 25 yards away from the net here. At the very short corner. Fadum drives this one in. Looking for Lindquist, loose in the box. It's found by Gincarella and finally taken away by Milliken. Gincarella rushing to regain, and Milliken will finally clear this one. It's a nice clearance, and look at the speed of Lucy Koger, going to win this one for Milliken. One timed by Koger. It skips on Ketchum, but she will collect this one. Excuse me, that's no longer Ketchum. Madison Lee in goal now for the Thunder. And Lee does a nice job tracking that one down. Again, with the rain, the field speeding up here at Joe Bean Stadium. This one played to the back, and Miller will chip it away. Hannah Max will head it down to Sophia Lindquist. Back to Hannah Max. Max chipping ahead to Fadum. Who will drop off to Bailey Wolf. Nishiyama taking her time, finding Bailey Wolf. And Wolf will look ahead to Fadum. We'll see Carney Blake return for the Thunder at the next dead ball, or next throw-in opportunity, for the Thunder. As Rudin rolls it to the near side for Sarah Hernandez. Hernandez wound up with the right foot, finds Lindquist. Good step over. Lindquist looking for room. Outside the box now to Gincarella. Left-footed back to Lindquist. Lindquist to the end line. Trying to free up that clearing pass. Can't find it. Gincarella will roll it across the top of the 18 to Hannah Max. Drop back to Taylor Rudin as Wheaton with a nice run of play here on the right side. Hernandez taking her time. Hernandez looking for space, well defended and taken away, cleared away by Madison Arata, who's had a strong game tonight for Milliken. Nishiyama will play it to Tomic, and now Hernandez. And Hernandez just a little too far for Hannah Max. Play just starting up again there in the second half in Decatur. The Wheaton men's soccer team leading Milliken 1-0. In a game Wheaton really needs for their CCI tournament hopes. There's Molly Thorne winning it free in the box. Trying to get that one to fade him, but it's cleared away by Mackenzie Hewitt. And now subs for both teams as Carney Blake comes back in for Bailey Wolf.
For Milliken, number 22.
We'll also see Emily Ratchford and Danica Brezovar.
For Wheaton, number 3, Carney Blake.
Good to see Ratchford return after she went out a little shaken up in the first half. Wheaton currently in 5th in the men's soccer standings. Milliken in 8th. So this is one the Thunder need. Rudin drops to Fatum. Back to Carney Blake, who has the brace tonight with 2 of Wheaton's 3 goals. They've both come unassisted. Hernandez is going to take ground. Into the middle for Rudin, who rolls around a defender. And Carney Blake swings things to the far side for Nishiyama. Nishiyama streaking towards the top of the 18. Strong right foot from Nishiyama, but that is collected by Jennifer Miller. Save number 15 for Miller. Madison Lee out of the back for the Thunder, as Tomic takes her time on the ball. And misconnects with Nishiyama. However, she will backtrack and regain possession for Wheaton off the throw-in. Lindquist will bring that one to the ground. Playing a little two-touch ball there with Molly Thorne. And that'll be Milliken ball as Lindquist goes to the ground. Going to see Elizabeth Ashley for the first time tonight, the next opportunity for the Thunder. Carney Blake will play it to the back for Tomic, who steps in front of the on-rushing forward of Ratchford, and will move it to the near side, Hernandez. And Hernandez gives it away to Arata. Arata stepping in front of the pass intended for Gincarella and still on the ball for the Big Blue. Arata will drop it off for Rudney. Ahead to Ratchford. And now Ratchford gets played loose, but with Tomic rushing back for Wheaton, they get tangled up. Ball bounces free, but Hernandez will play that out over the Milliken dugout. And a rushed shot there from Koger. There should be a goal kick as it rolls out. So we will see Elizabeth Ashley for the first time tonight. And Ashley will
match for Wheaton, number 24, Elizabeth Ashley.
Go get Sarah Tomic. So the Thunder Stoppers night is most likely done with 8:53 left in this match. As the All-American checks out with the clean sheet still intact. Wheaton in pursuit of their 5th consecutive shutout. Nice step by Nishiyama to win possession there. Plays it ahead to Molly Thorne. Wheaton in conference action has yet to allow a goal in those 5 games so far this season. Carly Fatum, strong right foot, and Sydney Rudney ducked in there with a little bad timing, but she plays it out for a corner kick.
Wheaton corner kick.
So it'll be corner kick number 12 for the Thunder. Driven low and a nice grab by Miller. Elevating and grabbing the wet ball. And bringing it right down into her hands. Well collected on a driven corner from Carney Blake. So you see it again here on the replay. That's a tough play. Traffic around you and a wet ball. Confidently collected by Miller. Milliken streaking forward, looking to crack the shutout. Deflected and played out by Sarah Hernandez, and that'll bring a pair of subs for both teams. For Milliken, it's number 13, Fitzsimmons, returning along with number 15, Wood. For Wheaton, we will see the first of Carly Sealand and McKenna Gulla. Sealand, the sophomore out of Sparta, New Jersey. Gully, the freshman out of Pawleys Island, South Carolina. And it'll be Thorne and Nishiyama who will see their nights draw to a close with just under 7 minutes left.
And for Wheaton, number 23, Carly Sealand, and number 30, McKenna Gully. Into the match for Milliken.
Lindquist and Sealand will work at the top here for the Thunder. Gincarella tracks this one down. Had plenty of time to play Hannah Max. Instead drops it back to Hernandez, who will finally get the ball to Max. Outside Gincarella. Plays a step behind Sealand, and that is deflected out by Lopez for another Thunder corner, their 13th of the night.
Thunder corner kick.
Blake in the driving rain will bring this one in short, punched by Miller, and that'll be out for another Thunder corner attempt. See this one again on the replay, was looking to use Gincarella at the near post, but Miller steps in as Gincarella gets the foot out and punches it away from her. Blake again low and driving. Hannah Max trying to keep it in. It's played away and to the near side. Blake going to bring that down to her feet and make a play to the inline, staying in the possession. Gets the ball into the box, but cleared away by the Big Blue. Sarah Hernandez there to keep it with the Thunder. That'll be a Thunder throw-in with just over 5 minutes to play. Isabel Oliver into the game. And Sophia Lindquist will check out.
15, Isabel Oliver.
We've been sneaking that sub in just before the 5-minute line. Again, the clock stops for substitutions by the winning team in the final 5 minutes. So the clock continues rolling. Blake will get it to Taylor Rudin, dropped back to Elizabeth Ashley. Ahead to Gincarella. Rushing to get there and chipped ahead. This is Sealand. Sealand will take her time. Gincarella's pass taken away by the Big Blue, but she's able to recollect. And gives it away yet again. Taylor Rudin, though, will steady things for the Thunder, middle of the field. Trying to play a lead pass for Fatum. It's deflected and right back to her. Gets it to the far side for Gully. And Gully able to find Isabel Oliver, who wins the throw-in with less than 4 minutes left. Nice ball played out of the defense for Milliken. 2-on-2 as the Big Blue rush forward. Wheaton has two back. It's Ashley, and Ashley with one touch. Her clearance is deflected, so it's still loose in the 18-yard box. It comes to the near side for Maddie Wood. Wood, right-footed shot, punched away by Madison Lee. And that'll be out for a Milliken corner. So Milliken does a nice job building off the broken counter there, and Madison Lee punches that away and wide for the corner. Madison Lee doing her part to try to keep this shutout streak in line for the Thunder. Lee making her 6th save of the season, second tonight, clearing header off the corner, sent back into traffic, and it's off the feet of Hernandez. Going to be chipped back in again. They've got a header in the 6th, and it's just over the crossbar. Best opportunity of the night. Sails just a couple feet too high for the Big Blue. As you see it again on the replay, it's a nice job sending it back into traffic. and it's just too high off the head of Lucy Koger. Lee's play away, collected straight by the body of Maddie Wood. Good step by Gully to deflect the pass, and it's collected by Montana Mallman. Just over 2 minutes left here in the second half. Wheaton leading 3-0 over Milliken. The Thunder yet to concede a goal here in conference play as they will move to 6-0 in the 120 seconds of time. Handball there off the collection by Gully, so this will be a threatening opportunity for Milliken. Prior to that last header by Koger, their best opportunities have come off these free kicks. Two-man wall, Madison Lee gets her defense set. This one chipped in instead of driven, and it's headed away by Fatum. Carney Blake able to possess and will patiently wait and play it to the outside. Unable to connect with Gully, but it does buy some relief for the Thunder defense as we've got 80 seconds left here. Again, stay with us. Following the conclusion of the game, we'll be joined here in the booth by head coach Pete Felsky. As the rain stops here for a short break.
One minute remaining in regulation.
As Koger patiently on the ball here, just trying to find a seam, and finally does, working around McKenna Gully. However, her pass into the middle is intercepted by the feet of Fatum. Ball loose and collected by Hannah Max, but her clearance goes the other way, and finally cleared out by Gully. Oliver drops it for Max, back to Oliver. 30 seconds left. Isabel Oliver has Sarah Gincarella with speed. What a ball from Oliver. Going to find Gincarella in the top of the 18. Gets it to Seeland. Seeland buys time. Drops it all the way back to Blake. Blake with a chance at the hat trick if she can get a shot off. Doubling in defense are the Big Blue, and
10,
she will not get that
9,
chance.
8.
Racing
7,
away is
6,
Maddie Wood,
5,
and that will
4,
bring a close to this
3,
one.
2.
Wheaton with
1,
2 goals in a 50-second stretch here in the second half.
Your final score is
And they
CCW
finish
National
off a
Wheaton
3-0
Milliken 0.
victory
Thank you for attending tonight's
over
match.
the Big Blue.
With 30 minutes left in the CCW men's soccer matchup in Decatur, Wheaton continues to lead Milliken 1-0.
So stay with us here in a couple minutes. We'll let head coach Pete Felsky do the handshakes, and we will get a chance to talk with him up here in the booth. His team moving to 14-1-1 on the year. Seventh straight victory, unbeaten in their last 9. As we take a quick look at the final stats, Wheaton out shooting the Big Blue 37-10 on the night, 18 shots on goal, 6 on goal for the Big Blue, 13 corners for Wheaton to 3 for the Thunder. Jennifer Miller making 15 saves in net for Milliken. 3 saves for Ketchum, 2 for Madison Lee as they split a clean sheet opportunity for the Thunder. Pete Felsky making his way up to join us here in the box. And we are joined here by the head coach of the Thunder, Pete Felsky. Coach, you win your 7th straight. You have yet to concede a goal here in conference play, but how big was it for you guys there in the second half to see just that second goal breakthrough to know you weren't necessarily one mistake away from drawing even again?
Yeah, that was a huge goal. Then to get the third one right behind it was really nice. We're not a pretty team to watch this year. You know, we've been successful. We found a way to win games, and tonight's kind of the way the whole season has gone for us. I think we've started 12, 13 straight, different lineups out of the 15, 16 games, and it's just we're not very fluid. So anytime we can find a second goal will help us tremendously.
You get 2 goals tonight from Carney Blake. How nice has it been for your attack to get her back and kind of fully integrated again, being able to go 70 to 90 minutes when you really need her?
Yeah, Carney's a really fun player for me to watch. I just love the way the kid plays, and she doesn't get a lot of glory. Tonight she got that was kind of due for her. She puts in a lot of good minutes, and it's good to get her back close to full strength. She's a bit sore still, but everybody is, so that's par for the course.
You hit the back end of the schedule now. You've got the conference bye on Saturday before your last 2 regular season matches. How badly needed is this bye here in the back end of the schedule to kind of buy you an opportunity to maybe get some of these players back on the field and maybe get a little consistency in that lineup?
We're down 6, 4 starters. And credit goes to the players that are filling in. We're not like I said, we're not a pretty team to watch, and games aren't pretty, and we're just trying to find a way to survive. Nobody's feeling sorry for us, and I don't know if we'll get anybody back in the next week and a half. But the players that are playing aren't even healthy, so that'll be a good time for them to hopefully get some rest and recover a little bit.
Well, Coach, enjoy this one. We'll get a chance to see you back here at Joe Bean for senior night against North Park.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Rusty.
Head coach Pete Felsky joining us here on the broadcast as his team finishes off a 3-0 victory over Milliken tonight. Again, stay with us on Saturday. We'll have broadcast for you of Wheaton volleyball against IIT and Kalamazoo, and the Thunder football team hosting Augustana for a 1 o'clock kickoff. Our next broadcast here on WTSN of Thunder Soccer will be that November 2nd game against North Park, a 4:30 kickoff for the Thunder women. Our thanks to our great production team here at Sunrise Communications. Our stats provided by the Wheaton Sports Information Department. I'm Rusty Lindsay. Thanks for tuning in tonight to WTSN.